All right, guys, let's talk about some NBA player props for Tuesday, December 13th. Before we get started, a big thank you to everybody showing support and love to our channel lately. You guys are awesome. Keep hitting that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Let's get to 1,000 subs by the end of the night. I believe we can get there, so hit that sub button. And to our current subs, thank you for your support. I also wanted to let everyone know who tunes into these videos that we also have a website. The link is in the description below. We give out team sides and totals to our members on our website. So go check that out. We are on a 13-3-2 run right now for member picks. So get in while we're hot. NBA picks. Let's get into it for Tuesday. Last night the streak ended, unfortunately, on profitable nights at 6 straight days. Yes, very much a bummer. We went 4-5 last night, but the good news is we get to start a new streak tonight. So I'll start with Trey.
Yeah, I went 1-2. The only one I hit was the superstar Jason Tatum under, and I love unders. I love superstar unders, but I missed out on the other two. But let's move on to today. I'm going to give you guys 2 player props because I'm going to, take a step back and kind of look myself in the mirror and be like, Trey, you gave out 3 yesterday. It was a losing record. Let's only give out 2, and let's go 2-0 to start off the week good. And the first one is going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo over 11.5 rebounds. This is a TNT game tonight, so it's going to be on the primetime bright lights. So I like Giannis to show up and show out. In his last 5 games against the Golden State Warriors, he's averaged over 12 rebounds a game. And we all know that Giannis loves getting the defensive rebound and pushing the fast break. So I think that this is a pretty good number for Giannis. He had 18 last game out against Houston, and he's been getting close to double digits every single game. So I think this is a very obtainable number for Giannis, so I love that. And then the next one is Teats' boy, James Harden. I'm getting this player prop from him, over 9.5 assists. Like Teats always says, if you can get this under 10, you should hammer it. James Harden is a walking double-double. He's a walking stat patter. So I think that every game out, James Harden's trying to get to 10 assists. And last game out against the Charlotte Hornets, he had an assist on 8 straight possessions. So that's almost this number itself. I think he should be able to get to 10 pretty easily. And in his last 5 games against the Kings, James Harden has averaged over 11 assists per game. So I like this number for him. Those are my 2 player props. I stayed away from the points today, and I went with more unique ones with the rebounds and the assists. So I got Giannis over 11.5 rebounds and James Harden over 9.5 assists.
All right, I like those, Trey. I'm going to go ahead and go next. I went 2-1 last night on props, 7-1 on my last 8 prop bets, so I'm still hot.
Let's go.
Last night I had Halliburton over 3s. I happened to catch him on his worst performance of the year. He didn't make a shot last night, but I did have Lillard over points. He made 11 threes. And I also had Rudy Gobert over 29.5 points, rebounds, assists. And we talked about how I thought he was going to get a 2020. And if they wouldn't have got blown out, I think they got there. But he hit his over regardless early in the third quarter. But let's get into my 2 player props for tonight. I'm going to start with Jalen Green over 20.5 points. The Suns have lost 4 straight games, giving up an average of 127 points in those 4 games. The Rockets are at home and played the Suns 12 days ago and beat them by 1. Jalen Green in that game had 30 points, so I like Green to go over his 20.5 in this one. And my last player prop is going to be Klay Thompson over 20.5 points. I'm back on Klay Thompson tonight because he's shooting the ball well and he's shooting a lot. 4 straight games of shooting over 20 shot attempts. 4 straight games shooting over 10.3 attempts, and 4 straight games he's gone over 20 points. He shot 95 times in 4 games. The man is on a mission. I'm going to take his over 20.5 tonight to keep it rolling. 95 shots in 4 games. That is wild. But
and this game's in prime time, so you know that Klay's going to want to show up and show out. So I like that.
Exactly. All right, those are my 2 player props. Teats?
Yeah, I went 1-2 last night as well, so I'm having to take a step back. The only thing I want to talk about is Halliburton. I think that he's inching towards my my shit list a little bit. Like I had his over PRAs of 33.5. I thought that was cash money, and I checked in the third quarter after knowing what was going on, thinking he'll have some sort of come back, and he was 0 for 9 with 1 point from a technical foul or free throw, like 5 assists, 4 boards. And I was like, all right, this dude's going to have 10 total PRAs with 1 single point scored, whatever. Yeah. So I'm getting away from all these other stats. We're not stat padding anymore. We're going for the win, and who's going to try to win the ball game for their team? I'm going with Joel Embiid over 30.5 points. Embiid has been the man. He's the dog. He is the guy. Over the last 5 games, yeah, he's been over this mark for the last 4 straight, and he is cooking. The only thing that I could be even remotely concerned about with this spread is the fact that they're playing the Kings, and the Kings can be dog turd. So if they get too big of a lead too early on, it's going to be looking a little bit more grim for your boy unless Embiid hits that number early. However, we've also seen the 76ers blown out with Embiid on the floor, so I feel like this can go any way. I like it, though. The other one, we're talking about primetime TNT, Giannis. I've taken his over points as well. He's going up against Golden State. He always kind of comes in clutch whenever it comes to really good teams. As you can see, he's hit this mark for the last 5. The game against Dallas, he was pretty close. Houston points were not a factor in that loss. I think he's looking for a bounce back, especially against the Golden State Warriors on national television. I think that 35, 37 points is kind of my mark that I want to see him at tonight. So we'll just have to see what happens.
I like that, Teats. I do want to say on your Joel Embiid pick, there was like a 4-minute run that I was looking at that game log, and it was literally just Joel Embiid 2-point layup, Joel Embiid 2-point jump, Joel Embiid and 1, Joel Embiid free throw. Yeah. It's wild how much he gets the ball and how much he scores, but I do like that pick for tonight. All right, guys, that'll do it for our NBA player props for Tuesday, December 13th. If you guys enjoyed the content, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching.